Welcome to this session on sales tips, some of the common mistakes. What I'd like you to do is talk through Simon the salesman and some of the mistakes that he has made, the stupid mistakes he has made over the years. First one we look at is the selling too early. This is where Simon turns up to meet a customer, tells the customer that he is customer centric, tells the customer he wants to listen to all of his pain and help solve all of his problems. But as soon as the first pain is out of the customer's mate, he smells an opportunity, jumps on it with both feet, and tramples the customer. Only short of saying to the customer, shut up, you've had your opportunity, now is mine, I need to close. What this tells the customer is, you're not customer centric, you're not credible, and you're not trustworthy. All you're here to do is to get out of this meeting what you can as quickly as you can and as much as you can. Damage the relationship irreparably. Now, to tell me what you want to hear. Simon's turned up. Again, I've asked for something unreasonable this time. I'm trying to get a gauge for whether I can trust this individual. So I've asked Simon, is it possible to have some type of risk share? Is it possible whereby the price that I pay will be dictated by the success of the project? Now, Simon tells me it shouldn't be a problem. We'll brush it under the carpet. We'll raise it again at contract stage if it gets that far. All of this telling me what he thinks I want to hear makes me very nervous. What this tells me is if he's giving in so easy on every single issue, then I cannot trust him. He is only telling me what he thinks he needs to say for him to get the business. That means I have to assess all the risk. I have to do extra work to work out whether this thing is going to work or not. And what it does tell me is that I can't trust you and you are not credible. So if we're going to do business, it is in spite of you, not because of you. And do you understand? Well, this really is about the modern way purchasing goes on, and people buy from people who understand their business or their sector. And the main reason for this is because there's a lot of regulation, there's a lot of legislation coming down the line, and people are looking not just to resolve some type of issue that we have now, but also to be able to become a more proactive partner into the future. And those who have an understanding and who are strong in that sector space have a much better chance of doing it. Now, what I would suggest here is that when people are addressing their customers, that they do have an understanding of their business. I don't mean you have to do weeks of research to understand every minute detail, but you should have a general understanding of what is going on, and you should have an understanding of the challenges and issues that are facing everyone in that sector today. That will help with your credibility and your trust. Prepare or preparation. It is the small things that you do that support the credibility and trust issue. And those Simon, when he turns up and has failed to prepare for our meeting, so he hasn't read a website, he hasn't read the latest article, he doesn't know whether we've come off a good year or a bad year from a revenue point of view, doesn't really have a clue what's going on in our sector. This lack of preparation makes me very nervous. How on earth can I trust someone to get involved with business critical issues in my organization if they cannot be trusted to prepare properly for a sales meeting? It is ridiculous. Credibility and trust out the window straight away. Now, the interest. This is where Simon turns up and Simon tells the customer again, we're customer centric. We are here for you. I want to know about your pain. Yet, when I start explaining the pain I have, there's no empathy. Simon starts to smile as he can sense the opportunity. He can sense the dollars. He can sense the commission. And this starts to make him very happy. So what we have is, we have me pouring out my guts, explaining how painful and how emotional all this business pain is for me. And on the other side, we have Simon, who is smiling and giggling away, thinking this is all fantastic. Well, this really does damage the credibility and the trust. Empathy is key here. You are trying to help your customer, and the pains that they explain to you are pains and they are painful. So please try and put yourself in the customer's shoes and understanding it from their point of view. Now, deliver. Well, I'm sure everyone has been told from an early age, you under promise, you over deliver. You do what you say when you say. All of this is wonderful stuff. But let me tell you what Simon did. Simon arrived into me. Simon and I had a fantastic meeting where it was very productive. And what we found is that I had an issue. He understood the issue, and in fact, we think he could help me with my issue. I thought this was brilliant. As the meeting came to a close and I said, listen, I must crack on, I'm a busy man, we will pick this up again, Simon tells me, listen, I have enough information to put a proposal together. I'm really excited about the prospect of us helping you with the issues that you have. All great messages. Delighted with that. He says, I will have a proposal on your desk by close of play tomorrow. I said, that's great. However, I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks. Then I have a quarter end. It's more likely to be 1 month before I will review anything. No worries, says Simon. We will have this on your desk by close of play. Close of play the next day, no sign of any proposal. Later on that night, I get an email, the essence of which says, we want to give you the best proposal in the world ever. Therefore, we're taking more time. We're going to talk to gurus, to industry experts, to the Dalai Lama. We're going to talk to everyone in the world to ensure we give you something fantastic, and I'll be with you in 2 weeks. Now, that might sound reasonable on the face of it. However, what I'm hearing is that you could not even deliver on something you promised 24 hours ahead. If you can't plan that far ahead, then how on earth can I trust you to deliver on a business critical issues for me? Again, it's the small things that make all the difference. So make sure you deliver what you say when you say. It would be much better for you to ask, when would you like the proposal? Then that way, if you were told 1 month, you could still deliver it the next day or in 3 weeks and be a hero because you were under promising and over delivering. It is something which is very small, but I have to say it does do a lot of damage to people's trust and credibility when dealing with them from a sales perspective. Now that's it. I hope you found that useful. To find out if Lucid can help you in any way, please contact Declan on the details below. Thank you.